Bernard Tobin here at the Farm Progress Show. We're here with Drew Fletcher from CLAAS. How's it going, Drew?
Everything's going really great, Bernard.
Hey, we're rolling out some new tractors today. You've got the 800 series, the 900 series, Axion. Let's talk about the 800 series. You really introduced it as a 2x2 style tractor. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the 800 series tractor is, I refer to it as a 2x2 style tractor because we've got horsepower coverage from 205 to 280 engine horsepower, but it's available with two different transmissions. That's the first two. So we've got the Hexashift, which is a 6-speed power shift backed up by a 4-range robotized shift change. So 24 forward speeds, 24 reverse, a very efficient, simple transmission. But then we also have the CVT, or what we refer to as somatic. And that is a full CVT, hydromechanical, but it's 4 modes compared to some others out there that's only 1 mode or 2 modes. And that gives you even more efficiency. We're never more than 40% hydraulic drive and never less than 60% mechanical power through. And so that's one of the two. The other part of the two is the fitment and the user interface in the cab. We have, for some higher technology, it comes with a larger touchscreen at the end of the armrest we call CBIS. It gives you some more functionality in the function buttons and the cloth sequence management systems and those kind of things. But then we also have, for a more simplified, value-minded option, we have something we call CIS Plus, or the Cloth Information System Plus. It's a streamlined armrest, less buttons and less knobs, less things that you have to make choices of. And so that's the second part of the two. So we can cover from a value price transmission, a value price user interface, high tech, high information on both of those ends as well. So again, 205 to 280 horsepower.
Now you're going to go a little bigger, 320 to 440 horsepower with a 900 series, and you introduced this, as 3 things. Simply productive, efficient, and comfortable.
You bet. Actually, that simply efficient, simply productive, simply comfortable covers both of the Axion ranges. This 900 series, as what's behind me, is just the larger brother, if you will. But not really. We moved from a 6.7 liter engine to an 8.7 liter engine. This is CVT only, CBIS only. So it's the high-tech cream of the crop top end. But it goes from 320 engine horsepower all the way up to 440 in 5 different models. Okay? So the productivity is higher, the power output is higher, but the design concept, the architecture, those 3 things, efficiency, productivity, and comfort, is designed into its DNA as well. And what I mean by that is, if you look at from the engine rated flywheel horsepower down to what's available at the PTO, there's always a drop from flywheel to PTO. We used to call it the rule of 85. 85% of the engine horsepower was available at the PTO, and 85% of that PTO is available at the drawbar. What we're finding in the design of these tractors, because it's a straight-through drivetrain on the PTO, that rule of 85 is more like a rule of 91, right? So we're 91% there. And so what we're seeing is, at the same rated engine horsepower, and we look at the PTO drop between us and competition, we're dropping up to 20 horsepower less than our competition does. So that's the productivity part. Efficiency part, we've proven it in the 800 series. We'll prove it with the 900 series as well at the Nebraska Tractor Test Lab. What we're finding is our horsepower gallons per hour is 1 to 2 higher than a lot of our competition. And from the comfortable part, that's where this tractor is amazing. As a roading tractor, haulage tractor, high-speed, triple mower tractor, those kind of applications, it is extremely comfortable. Between a 4-point cab suspension system, suspended front axle, front hitch, rear hitch, even simple things like the back window of these cabs are curved and the B-pillar posts are moved forward. So when you've got a 50-foot field cultivator, you can look out to the side and see the ball of residue that's forming at the end, so that you can lift up and get around it and not leave balls of residue throughout the field. So those kind of things, it's all part and parcel of that simply comfortable moniker that we use.
Hey, talk about where these fit in Canada. I know you talk about right in our backyard.
You bet. So actually, of the Axion 800 series, we've had them available in a pre-series style situation through some select dealers, and most all of the sales have been in Canada. We've got a couple of dealers. It's just been really batting it out of the park. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up to the rest of the dealers as well. On the 900 series, we went pre-series just this year, and we're going to launch it to the rest of our dealers, or open up our order books to the rest of our dealers here this fall. But the first 12, they all went straight to Canada. And out of Ontario, Quebec, we had, I don't know, 5 of them in Quebec, 4 or 5 in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta. So that Canadian market is really good for CLAAS. We have some fantastic dealer partners up there, and they've really taken a hold of this tractor and taken it to market.
Great stuff, Drew. Hey, thanks for your time. I'm sure we'll see more up north.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much.